Hello, Leo. Welcome to your November reading, my darlings. My name is Victoria. This is Veritas Tarot, and I am using my wonderful Akashic Tarot deck for you here today. This is this deck here. So we're going to pull some cards and see what wishes to come out for you. We're going to be doing a pyramid spread, which is 4 cards for the foundation of your present situation. We'll then pull the present situation, and then we will pull an outcome card for you. Thank you for flown out already. Thank you for Leo. That is my cue. So the first card we have is Caught in the Ruins. This is the foundation of where you are presently. Then we have Paths Unknown, 8 of Scrolls, but it was upside down. So a choice was made. So I'm going to put that back. Then we have the One of Forces, the One of Wands, the Akashic Field. And then we have Reflection, number 19. So, my darling, for a while, within your foundation, you were quite naturally caught up in what happened. And it was very difficult to move away from the destruction, the hurt, the pain, the loss that you went through. This is the Tower card. So if you literally, it visualizes that you were caught up in the ruins. The tower came down. Something was dissolved, dissipated, destructed in your life, and it was intended, Spirit intended it for it to happen subconsciously. You intended it for it to happen because it wasn't the foundation that was needed for the next stage of your life, and it had been something very strong for a while, but it had you had outgrown it, my darling. Now, I don't know whether this is a job or a relationship, but whatever it is very natural to get caught up in the ruins for a while, to not want to leave that energy space, to try and hold on to it, to try and salvage. But for some time, although it did, you then ventured forth. You then stepped into Paths Unknown, 8 of Scrolls, but it's upside down. So this is the 8 of Swords. Now, interestingly enough, with this, scrolls talk about wisdom. Scrolls are beautiful words from scripture, from the universe. Let's call it from infinite intelligence. And therefore, you made a choice and a decision, because this is Paths Unknown to Paths Known. You made a choice to move away. I'm going to give you an extra card there to see which path she's looking at, which is heading up off these steps. Then we have the One of Wands, the One of Forces, the Akashic Field. And what I'm feeling with this is that you are, because of the reflections that you have done, I'll come back to that card in a minute, but I'm on a roll with the Akashic Field. Because of the reflections you've done, because of making a choice and a decision to do something that felt right for you, you are now, my darling, or this is the foundation, very much aligned with universal life force energy. What do I mean by that? You are within a vibration and a state of being that is attracting to you what it is that you desire. And so Spirit is saying, you know, get ready for that coming in, because what you're communicating at this time, it's a very good time for this foundation of where you are, for you to attract it, to work at your goals, to attract it in, because you are responding vibrationally to the Akashic Field, and the field of energy is what surrounds us the whole time. And it's incredibly beautiful when we see it as such, that everything is energy in motion, and we are always like a note, a string. If you ding the middle of the string, we're always in a vibration. Sorry about that. We're always in a vibrational accord or discord with what is around us. But you, my darling, are spot on at the moment. And it is because you haven't been afraid to venture forth, to go into the dark, to look at what has influenced you in the past, to look at triggers in the past, to look at within that reflection, within that peaceful state, perhaps where you are, what you have been either resisting or receptive to, responding to, reactive to, all of it. And because you are very aware of your emotions and the part that you've played within your foundation. You're not afraid to venture forth, and you haven't been. So beautiful, beautiful start for you. Now let's have a look at your present situation. First card popped out: will, wisdom, and mind. Of course it has, my darling. The King's Chamber in the middle for Leo. Oh, interesting. Intricacies and industry. Love this. And the last card, please, in the present situation. Thank you, Spirit. Queen of Forces. Oh my goodness, my darling. Right. So bang in the center of the reading, you have Seven of Scrolls, the Seven of Swords, but this is wonderful. Intricacies in industry. This deck can be slightly different to a normal tarot. So having gone to Court in the Ruins, you are now in the present moment, from having chosen another path, building something new, my darling. So I'm feeling with this is very much for many of you that are resonating with this reading, that this is something to do with your work and also your art and what you are good at doing, craft, intricacies and industry. It is, as I said, right above the Akashic field, a really good time for you to pursue your goals. It is almost an influx of everything that you will need, the materials that you will need, the insight that you will need, the advice that you will need. It is all there for you. It is, if it's not there, it's on its way. But this is something that has a beautiful foundation. This is something that is beautiful. It is something that is of authenticity. It is something that people will want to come and see as well. And it is a window to your soul. I'm getting it's a window to your soul, and there is space. It is coming, it is being born out of what was caught in the ruins. So it is something that is using part of the foundation of what was previously in your life to construct something new. And so it is about seeing value in the past, blessing the past, seeing the value of the past, seeing what you learned in the past and how that can be building blocks, thank you, Spirit, for your future life path, your career, whatever it is that you're focusing on doing. And it's because, my darling, that you are an amazing combination right now of your will, your wisdom, and your mind. So your judgment is spot on. Your judge less is spot on. Your wisdom that comes from being fair and seeing things through eyes that are not willing to condemn but applaud or have compassion, wisdom that comes from love, wisdom that comes from infinite intelligence, wisdom that comes from the soul within, wisdom that comes from authenticity, combined with a mind, an intelligent mind, a mind that is almost an alchemist in kind of combining the fire and water, the desires with the flow, allowing things to be as they're meant to be. It's this kind of Celtic Trinity knot here. And it's this wonderful balance that you've got now with living your life consciously through, how do I say this, Spirit? Through both the power of creativity with fire, balance with receptivity, acceptance of where you are, patience, and a very, very, very clever mind as well. And so this is a representation of the one and forces in your foundation, that source energy, the divine, the universe is working through you at this time. And of course it's working through you at this time because you are busy creating. You are in your creative expression at this time. And within that space, you're making magic happen, my darling. You are building something extraordinary in your life. And although you feel it's hard work and there's a long way to go, it is a reminder that everything's exactly as it's meant to be. And now you have the Queen of Forces. This is you, angel. This is you in utter balance here. The Queen of Forces, the Queen of life force energy, the Queen of the power of expression, the power of energy in motion, holding the balance understanding the contrast, the light and the dark, understanding life cycles, appreciating where you are in the present moment emotionally. You're literally saying to the universe, I am ready, bring it on. Bring it on, because you are the queen of forces. You're being a high vibrational being at the moment. You are in complete cohesion, coherence, present with, aligned with energetic life force energy. You are at flow with it. It is working through you with your will, wisdom, and mind. Wow. Goodness me, Leo. Thank you. Thank you very much. A lot of people around you saying at the moment, I'll have what they're having, thank you, because it's all working beautifully for you. So what have we got here? We've got spring and autumn, but it was upside down, which I love to see, because it's upside down, it's autumn, which means this wonderful time of a cycle in your life where both things are falling away, which is they should do, you're releasing them. It is a sign of harvest for you. It is a sign of abundance, of things happening in divine timing for you. And it is saying, because there is a releasing of the leaves off the trees, it is both a period of time you're coming into where you're just going to have a little bit of a pause and a rest time, because it is an open invitation. Winter is an open invitation for spring to come in. There needs to be just a pause time before everything that's been resting is going to come into spring for you. And it's also extraordinary with doing it within the natural cycle of things. I think, and coming back to this intricacies and industry, what I'm feeling with this is that, yes, you are working very, very, very hard, but you're not seeing it as hard work. You're seeing it as something that you are so connected to it, and you're loving it. You're loving the evolution of this project, of this goal. And you are, the detail of it is something that requires infinite patience, but also there is great pleasure in what you are doing, the detail of it. So it is something you're so committed to, and that is that combination of that will, wisdom, and mind. Last card, please. Thank you, Spirit. I'll give you, all right, so I was going to give you one more card, wasn't I? Thank you, Spirit. One more card, please. Thank you. So you, my darling, you've got the Seven of Forces, complete balance, everything. They're saying it's the law and order of the universe here for you. Everything's in law and order. It's all as it should be. It's all perfect. It's all in divine design. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And there's actually nothing you need to do at the moment. The chair's been pushed under the desk. There's nothing you need to do. Go and play. Go and have some fun. Everything is perfect. And I think that's really, really lovely, darling. So everything is, go and have some fun, they're saying. Do remember to have fun. Do remember to balance out your energy. Yes, it's wonderful to get caught up in that industrious nature of it. And that's part of your creative expression. But it's equally important to go and play, because the universe works very fast when you're having fun. So do remember to balance that out. But there we are. That's your reading, Leo. Well done, you. Go and have a cup of coffee. Go and say well done to yourself in the mirror. And I look forward to doing your 2023 reading in the next week or two. Take care, my darlings. Lots of love. Bye-bye.